Hey guys, Higgy Pop here. In the comic room. Today, I went to the comic book store because it is Tuesday. And I got to get my weekly poll. Alright? And because DC Comics come in Tuesday. And that's what I get. DC Comics. DC for me. You know? And let's start with Green Lantern, issue number 1. All right? Didn't read it yet, but this is our man Hal Jordan. All right? Dawn of DC, Hal Jordan, issue number 1. I did thumb through it. This is by Adams, Exermanico, and Fajardo Jr. Fajardo. All right? And that's what it looks like. You know, I did thumb through it a little bit. Here's our man Hal, all in all his glory. It kind of reminded me, thumbing through it. Here's Carol Ferris. She apparently has a fiance now, and it ain't Hal Jordan. And she's right here. She's telling Hal. She's like She's like And it's a lot of Hal. He's on the bass. He's on the bar on the bass. You know, it's almost like watching Top Gun. You know, I mean, if they started taking their shirts off and playing volleyball, I'm out. But it's pretty fun. It's pretty looks great. Here's like a manhunter attacking. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. I'll check it out. I'll give you an honest review. All right. Because Hal Jordan is one of my faves as far as Green Lanterns go. And I'm continuing. This is issue number 3 of Superman Lost. And that's him in the white suit. And this is by Priest, which I appreciate. He's a good writer. And Pax and Cox. You know, I'll check it out. And this was great. This is Stargirl, The Lost Children. And look at them all. And it's fantastic, man. I mean, a lot of these are new characters per se, as far as the Lost Children go, and it's just like Golden Age sidekicks, you know. And there's our man. It turns out they're all on this island, and Stargirl, she finds all these kids on the island, and she's gonna bust them out. Our girl, Stargirl. All right, and they're all on the island waiting for someone to come take them away. The kids are all scared. They don't know who's gonna come and take them away. But last issue we found out it's Our Man. This version of Our Man. He comes through a portal. He's like, "I'm here. Where's the kids?" Everyone's like, "No!" And all these kids were battling. I mean, there's a whole roster of kids, and they have great backstories. And this is the innkeeper. This is the Mother Goose, they call her, or something like that. Pretty freaky. I'm going to spoil the story. I'm looking through it. I want to read it on my own. I'll let you guys know how it is. This is the last issue of a 6-issue miniseries. And then I got issue number 6 of Danger Street. Got a little Fruit Loops type of cover with Darkseid on it. All the people from first issue special back in the day, DC had that come out. There was 15 or so issues, and it's starring all those people that starred in the first issue special. And Tom King does a great job. I'm gonna read this tonight, and because it's got me riveted. All right, and this is something from. Who does this? I don't even know who does this. But you're going to say, this isn't DC, Higgy. I know. This is Old Dog, issue number 4. I have the other ones. Where are they? Hold on. I almost cut this one as a loss. I started buying this. This is... Who does this? Image Comics does this, all right? This was issue number 1. For some reason, I got it because I heard someone talking about it. Old Dog, number 1. This came out a long time ago, like 6 or 7 months ago. And I waited like 4 months for this last issue, issue number 4, to come out. I just cut it off as a loss. I'm like, this thing ain't coming out. Who cares? But it's a good story. It's about this guy. He's an old agent, like a CIA agent. Old guy. But he gets, they put him out to pasture, but they give him a serum. What? And all of a sudden he's got all these healing, regenerated abilities, and they hire him back, and they set him on these crazy. I love those stories, like the underdog. He has to train to get himself back into shape, that kind of stuff, and he's the underdog, and now he's on a mission, and the person running the mission is his daughter. So, Old Dog. This was issue number 1. All right, this is by Image Comics. And this was issue number 2. All right. These stories go quick. I mean, you can read this thing. Issue number 3. And this is the one I just picked up. That's his daughter on the cover. Old Dog. Something different. See, I'm into change. And I was at the store, so I was going through some boxes. Here. Look what I got. Action Comics issue number 492. It turns out I already got it. But this is a nice copy. So what are you going to do? And I'm looking at this one too. Action Comics 475. I'm like, man, I wish I had my list. My lists, plural. I was like, I wish I knew if I had this one. I said, I gotta get it, because if I don't get it, and I'm like, I don't have it, I'll be like, you idiot. So I got it, but I have it already, and maybe I'm turning into one of those guys. I got multiple copies of things. I don't think so. And this is something I didn't have for my Superman run, issue number 378. Superman. All right, let me read this. This is Superman. You only think you've captured Colonel Future. Oh, Colonel Future. All right. Because there he goes. And here he comes. See, Superman's going to grab him, and he's disappearing and appearing behind him. Nothing Superman can't handle, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I got. That's what I got on my venture into the comic book store. But I got a little surprise for you. We're going to talk about Creatures on the Loose. Creatures on the Loose. All right. This is Creatures on the Loose. This is all from featuring Gulliver Jones, Creatures on the Loose. All right. Gulliver Jones was created by Edwin Lester. And think of the guy from Mars, John, Warrior of Mars. But this guy was created before that. He was created by Edwin Lester in 1905. He was a science fiction writer back in the day, way back in the day. All right. And this series from Creatures on the Loose came out. It starts with issue number 16 of March of 72. So let me get issue number 16. And I'll describe, because I read these a while ago. This is issue number 16. This is March of 72. And these go all the way to January of 73. This is Gulliver Jones. He's a Vietnam Army veteran. All right. And he's leaving the VA, he's leaving the clubhouse one day. He's like, I'm done being a soldier. He's walking, he's like, adios, guys. And all of a sudden, on some sort of crazy disc in a smoky cloud comes this creature, and he's like, you are gonna be the savior of Mars. And he zaps him, and he goes flying through a portal back in time. Not only just to Mars, he goes back in time to Mars. All right. And he appears and he goes right into action. Most people would be like, what? Where the hell am I? Oh my God, I'm on Mars. But he shows up and he sees these like lobster-looking soldiers, lobster guys, these guys here, and they're got these people all slaved and they're whipping them, and there's these women that they got corralled, and he saves them. He jumps into action. And he saves this girl who turns out to be a princess. She's green. Hey, Captain Kirk could do it. So. And they ride off on this lizard horse, and then they get away, and all of a sudden he's already making out with her. I'm like, Gulliver Jones, all right. But then right after that, pterodactyl riding guy comes and grabs her, and then takes off with her. That's issue number 1. All right, that's 16 of Creatures on the Loose. And what the heck is this? Oh, this is before Gulliver Jones starts. This is issue number 15. And this is what Creatures on the Loose was pretty much. That's what this run is about. Different creatures, a lot of Jack Kirby kind of stuff. And so what do we start with? 16? Yeah, so this is all written by Roy Thomas. It starts off written by Roy Thomas, and then Jerry Conway takes over, like around issue number 19 or so. But we're talking Gil Kane art. You could tell by the anatomy. I'm going to show you some of the poses because I try to draw like this sometimes. I'm like, how does he get that dynamic with the thing? And Gil Kane has it down. He has it down. So that's issue number 16. Let's go to issue number 17. Look at this cover, man. Look at the cover. Where's 16 again? Oh, I want to show you something on 16. Look at this guy. Look at the head right there. He's like, guy's like, anyways. So, go to issue number 17. This is May of 72. And just look at that cover. Now in this corner we got a lizard head. And so Gulliver Jones, the first thing he finds out is when he's on Mars, he's got super strength. He's like, why am I so strong? Because of the atmosphere in Mars. He's like jumping like the Hulk. He's punching people over mountains. He's like, yeah, that's right. So that's what's going on. And this one here, he finds like an abandoned ship somewhere, like a boat, and he goes on it, and he's attacked by Spider-Men, like half spider, half men, because he ends up on this barge floating in the river, and he's left for dead. So he finds Princess Hiru, and she's being attacked by a worm. She can't keep out of trouble. So he dives in, saves her, and he hacks the worm up because he's Gulliver Jones. And then he wakes up adrift at this other abandoned ship, and that's where he's attacked by the spider people. He's attacked, and he smashes them, and then they overcome him. They outnumber him. They tie him up. We don't know where the princess is, but he's tied up for a sacrifice by a giant sea monster that's going to come and eat him. And he's also tied up with another guy. He's tied up with another dude. Him and another guy are tied up. And that's how it ends. Because they always have different stories. This is the second story starting. Yeah. Creatures on the Loose is good. I already showed you guys what happens after this whole Gulliver Jones run. We go into Thongor. I went over that in another video. Thongor. That was great, Thongor. It is what his name is. He's a barbarian wearing a thong. And that was a great series. All right. So, the art is fantastic. All the Gil Kaneage. Issue number 18. The Fury of Fra. Fra is that's that orange monster right there. That's the one he was sacrificed to. Him and that other guy he was chained with, turns out to be, they end up being buddies. He gets free with him, and he's called Chuck, the Winged Warrior, or Chuck, Chak. Chuck, the Wingman, because he's Gulliver's wingman. All right, great cover. Issue number 19, in all this Gil Kane glory. Look at the drawing. And you got this head up here in the corner now. That's Princess Hiru. That's his babe. All right. Issue number 20. Can the Warrior of Mars save the woman who loves? Can the Warrior of Mars save the woman he loves before she becomes the bride of the barbarian? There's a lot going on. Cool stuff, bro. Cool stuff. Gotta open it up. I can't take it. I can't take it. Let's see. Let's see what's doing. It's got the Gil Kane motion. Swinging a sword. Got the long legs, long limbs. Let's see what's doing inside. Sam Rosen is the artist inside. I could see the difference in the art. You can see the difference in the art too. You could see it. It's just a little different. It's a little. It's not as tight. Not as tight. And Gulliver just kicked a giant hairy gorilla right in the face. Good job, buddy. A gorilla with a sword. And he's still with Chuck, the wingman. I don't understand this. Chuck, the wingman, is climbing a mountain. Why does he just fly up the mountain? Boy. And Princess Hiru is held captive. All right. And that's Gulliver's babe. That's his babe. And this is the guy she's supposed to marry. Guy spent a little too much time on the rotisserie. He's a little red. All right. So. And then it looks like the showdown here. The guy she's supposed to marry. I don't know if you can see that. This is the guy she's supposed to marry right here. Right here. And but the word bubble's coming from that little growth on his shoulder. That's what's doing the talking. Weird stuff. Now we go to the final issue. Here's our boy Gulliver standing proud with his princess. Like a champion. Gulliver Jones, Warrior of Mars. 2 worlds to win. What a cover. What a cover. What a cover, dude. And and Gulliver Jones does come back into Marvel. They have like Warriors of Mars in some certain magazine feature, and he's one of the characters, and there's things you can find him in. He's around. He's around. This is beautiful art inside. Artie Simek. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Oh, he's in a fist fight. He's in a fist fight. He's getting it done. He's getting it done. Yes. Gulliver. And he wins. Oh, happy days are here again. And a loving embrace at the end. Loving embrace. I noticed you went prematurely gray. I mean, if I got sent to Mars, I'd probably go gray too. But I do have some reading to do. I have to read Danger Street, which is my favorite thing to read nowadays, and the Stargirl thing, which is going to lead into the Justice Society, which I love. My fave. So I'm going to get cracking. I got to read these comics because they make me smart. Thanks for tuning in.